everyone back in the live stream. Apologies for that. Don't really get what happened there. That's something that's never happened before. Weird. The Jordan Atkins news really broke the slate, I guess, with saying that he's out. They really like the Darren Fells news there. But getting back into this game, so really like Daniel Jones, really like Zeke. You could play Freeman as well. Cooper at his price point is very intriguing at the amount of targets that he's had. Been very consistent at his price point, been super safe. You can just put him in your builds. And then after that, it's pretty much deciding who's going to be the one on the Giants side of the ball that hits value. Is it going to be Slayton? Is it going to be Tate? I think it's going to be Slayton. They give up a little bit more production to the outside receiver. We've seen the targets be there for Slayton. We've seen the production be there for him in week 1. I just really like him at this price point. And you could even play Evan Ingram in this game as well. So pretty decent game stack there for you if that's the route that you want to go. All right, I'm pulling up, making sure that the live stream is going again on this one. I don't really get why it cut out. That was the first time for me. Maybe I'm telling you guys, it just could not handle the Jordan Atkins news that he's out. They just really like the Darren Fells news. But we'll pull it up here. We'll close this one out here pretty quickly. One last game here. Colts versus Cleveland. So I don't think we have to play Rivers. I don't think we have to play Mayfield. The interesting play is going to be Kareem Hunt. Obviously, with Nick Chubb out, he should get the running back 1 duties here. Just an interesting play. He could easily dominate this slate. I don't feel comfortable fading him, but I kind of am, which I don't feel good about, like I just said. But the matchup's pretty good. I do think the Browns kind of had their ceiling game on offense last week against the Cowboys because, well, they're the Cowboys and they're horrible on defense. Jonathan Taylor, decent matchup, good price point. Don't mind him. Hope he gets involved in the passing game a little bit more. But the good plays here are going to be Zach Pasquale at this price point. Great play at this price point. 8 targets last week as kind of the default receiver number 2. Receiver number 1. Hilton hasn't looked good. He dropped a touchdown a couple weeks ago. Pasquale's kind of the go-to play here. I know everyone was like Pittman, everyone like Campbell. Well, now it's back to Pasquale. And at this price point, I don't mind it. He can kind of be the default receiver that you go with at kind of this price point, like I just said. There's a lot of players in the price point for receiver that you could kind of feel good about. Obviously, I really like Slayton. Tate's fine. Chenault's fine, but Zach Pasquale is very intriguing. Should be a safe option for you. I know someone earlier asked about Sammy Watkins-Hardman. I'd much rather just go with Pasquale at this price point. You got Greg Ward Jr. there as well. Then just wrapping it up here. So, Mo Alley-Cox, if you want to roll with him, you can. Jack Doyle. I mean, he's still getting the snaps. You can go with him. Trey Burton, still interesting. I think I'd rather just roll with Mo Alley-Cox at the price point. Kind of just a shoulder shrug game here for you. We'll say both defenses are decent. Nothing to love, but I don't see the Browns going negative. I see them getting around 5 DK points, so that's kind of it. Let me put together a build here for you guys. It's going to be, I don't know what kind of build I should do. High risk, high reward type one? Maybe. I'll do one with Daniel Jones. High risk, high reward with this one. So Slayton we're putting in there. Then I kind of got to put Evan Ingram in there. I'm trying to really game stack this game. Whoops, not Henry. Cooper. Like I said, Titans D, default value play there. Seeing some more people come back. Sorry, I don't really get what happened with the first live stream. Disconnected. Maybe the internet was just going in and out there, which first time that's happened, so pretty good for the amount of live streams we've had. Just trying to finish out a high risk, high reward type build here for you. Then we'll be wrapping it up here. So fade CH for lower on James Robinson for this specific build. Jeff Smith, the default value play at receiver. If you want to go Zacchaeus there, you could. And we got a ton of money left over. Up to you guys what you want to do there, but obviously, boom. Decent play. Decent lineup. High risk, high reward. You could easily see this lineup dominating. Not hard to imagine that at all. But let's say you didn't want to play Hopkins. You're worried about the matchup. You don't want to play the value plays there. You could do something else as well. I'll do that real quick for you. Then we're getting out of here. Go Zacchaeus this time, actually. Got a ton of money left over for defense. You could easily go the Rams. Boom. Solid lineup as well. But that's all I have for you guys in this live stream video. I will be staying on for about 30 more seconds here to answer some questions. If not, I'm going to be getting off of here. I'm going to be updating the 9 to 5 Sports membership page with kind of my thoughts, closing thoughts here in about 13 minutes when the rest of the injury news comes through. That's what's been crazy about this year is that we've had to wait on injury news a ton, whether it's showdown slates, which make it kind of harder to predict, or with all this COVID stuff. It's made fantasy football season long hard. It's made DFS a little bit harder, but I'm feeling decent about this week. Kind of last week around Sunday at this time, I was feeling pretty good about it, where I was a little bit worried about it at the start of the week. Obviously, I was a little bit worried about this slate at the start of the week, but with all the games out, it kind of really narrows down your player pool, so you start to really know who you should be targeting instead of it being this guy's a good play, this guy's a good play. When you take 4 games out of a slate, it kind of narrows down the player pool, kind of makes you know who you have to play, which is kind of what we got now. Took away 1.5 decent running back plays. Took away Josh Allen as a good quarterback play. Don't have to worry about like Stidham or Horror being decent punt plays as well. So makes the straight slate interesting. Makes it a little bit easier though, I think, as well. But that's all I have for you guys on this live stream. Appreciate you guys coming back into the live stream. We'll get it figured out with what happened with the stream disconnecting. I don't know. That was the first time that happened, but happy to have you guys back. Let's have a good week this week. And as always, guys, let's keep cashing. Thanks. We're out.